Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? How we doing, everybody? If anybody is there, if not, it's cool. I don't usually stream this early, so... Sorry, a bag fell over in the corner. But I went to bed early last night and woke up early today. I woke up at 4 a.m. So when I say I went to bed early, I went to bed around 8. I want to say like 8:40. And passed all the way out. Hey, Majin. Hey, I was going to tell you, Majin, your boy Ben Starr is over on the Warframe Twitch right now. They're playing Starfinder with, I believe, Amelia Tyler and Meg. And I think it's Meg. Is her name Megan? So they're over there playing Starfinder because they're raising money, I believe, to conquer cancer. To the Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation. They've raised 139,000. Is that Canadian dollars? Because they have the CA on it. Quite a bit. But yeah, he's a voice in I think the 1999 thing, which I don't know exactly what that is in Warframe, but I have them over there because they're doing drops right now. So also I'm eating some pretzels. But yeah, I went to sleep like 8:40 and woke up at 4 a.m. ish. Say 4:30. Did I get some good sleep? It was decent. It was okay. Also, my lights are supposed to be yellow, but bro, they look just straight up white. See if I can... I like how green looks like blue on camera. Oh, we can go with orange. Go with that. I slept okay. Had some dreams. But I got up, I took a shower. I went and got breakfast. We've been getting those, you know, McDonald's has the Monopoly thing, right? And I have a bunch of coupons. Just from the alternate method of entry where you just go and request a couple of codes and they give them to you. So I've used some of those coupons. And I got a... What was it? I got a free chicken biscuit. Like a big one. It was like a $6 biscuit for breakfast. And that was pretty good. It's another cold day. It's windy. It's wet out. And we're gonna be playing some Star Trek Resurgence. Good walking weather? Absolutely not. It's miserable. The ground is soaked. You'll have mud all over your shoes. And that Georgia mud is orange. Is this game better with a controller or a keyboard and mouse? Controller or keyboard? I'm gonna try a controller. Alright. We'll plug in our controller. And laugh as it resets all my audio issues, probably. Please don't. If it's something with aiming, I'll probably use keyboard and mouse, but I'm not sure because I don't play a lot of Telltale games. You know? So, we'll just see. See how it be. You can still hear me fine? Awesome. I don't think it changed anything. Alright, let's boot this bad boy up. Also, I haven't streamed very much lately. My sleep schedule's been boned. So I just haven't streamed. I could have streamed at night, but like, I don't want to make it a habit of streaming all night because then my whole world will just be inside out, and that's not what I want. So, we're gonna play this, and we'll play for a while, I guess, because I've started early. The Fall Guys event is coming back to 14 next week. That'll be fun. Oh my god. Been flashbanged. Oh god. I hit the wrong button. Alright. Motion blur all the way off. Let me. Make sure I still have Warframe. Oh god, what happened? Alright. I'll go right now to get all the classes to 80 for a mount. I'm nearly done with all the PPS and the easy classes are next. I say easy because they generally don't have queue times. There's that. Is that purely for the event, Mahjong, or just for the game in general? Sorry. Subtitles on. For the game in general. What's the mount? Is it cool? If I'm gonna pick up it, cool. Alright, let's get started. Begin. Will be shaped by the choices you make. Let me know if the game's too loud, too quiet, whatever you need.
Captain Systems log, stardate 57931.4. The crew is restless. After spending too many months piecing our ship back together, we're finally about to venture out on a new mission. And the crew isn't letting this unprecedented ion storm slow them down. They're ready for something different. I know I am. Perhaps more than any of them. Fortunately, nothing ever stays the same. It's entropy, the nature of the universe. Change is inevitable. And while entropy says order gives way to chaos, in this case, change is good. Our new first officer is en route to the Resolute. Jara Rydek.
Jara
I know
Rydek?
she'll bring a welcome dose of new blood to the crew.
That doesn't seem good. I feel like the dialogue is a little bit more quiet. Oh god. Hell yeah.
Thanks.
No problem.
I might need to adjust that up.
I'm not great with flying. But these little shuttles are the worst. But
Oh no, it defaults to
You
the
don't like flying.
Xbox buttons.
And yet, you joined Starfleet.
there's a reason I'm not a pilot.
You should try it sometime.
The crew is impacted by things you say. Maybe we'll try
Sorry,
keyboard
I'm
and
a
mouse.
little anxious.
I hadn't noticed.
I'm on my way to my first assignment. When we get to the starbase, I'm transferring on to the Resolute.
So am I.
It won't be easy for Jara to step in at the 11th hour like this. But if she's half the officer I knew she could become when she was a cadet at Starfleet Academy, she'll be the XO this ship needs right now.
Someone who isn't a Star Trek, who isn't into Star Trek, I still found it enjoyable. I like Star Trek. I think as a kid you don't like Star Trek is a very adult show. And I say adult just because like a lot of the things they talk about is like kind of goes over your head if you're a kid, right? I think it's great for like a young teen, right? Or a teen. Check in at security. All right, first up, settings, dialogue volume. We'll max that baby out. We'll turn sound effects down a little bit more. Music down. Up a little bit.
A starbase on the very edge of Federation space. Long way from home now.
I get comfortable here. I think I got used to Spider-Man and just kind of laying back. You know? Man, that'd be crazy.
Commander? I'm not usually such a nervous wreck, by the way. I actually did well at the Academy.
Oh yeah?
Maybe you've heard of the Torvalin test?
Sounds familiar.
It's a tactical simulator that makes the Kobayashi Maru look like a picnic on Pentaris 5.
Well, how's that true? Because
Anyway,
you're designed to
I
lose
finished in the
Kobayashi
top
Maru,
20.
right?
Not just in my class. I mean, all time. In the history of the Academy. So, there's that.
Impressive.
Really? That's quite impressive.
Thank you. It was tough. But you know, I set my mind to it and it paid off.
please place your hand here. Hold it there for a few seconds. Welcome, Commander Rydek.
Wait, you're Jara Rydek? You absolutely crushed the Torvalin test. You finished in what, like the top 3?
That would be me.
Now I'm really... It's an honor to meet you, Commander. Sorry, I didn't realize before. I just came off the shuttle and was glad to be on solid ground.
The pleasure's mine, Ensign.
Paul Calloway.
Good to meet you.
I believe Commander Ermot is expecting you. He's in the concourse just ahead.
These are the later uniforms.
See you on the Resolute.
From I forget when these come into play. I should say, I haven't seen like all of Star Trek. I've seen the Next Generation, and I've seen the majority of the old cheesy first series, and then Strange New Worlds, and other bits and pieces of the others here and there, but never like. And I've seen a lot of the movies, and I'm not a super Trek nerd, but I do like what I have seen.
Good day, Commander.
God, I was not expecting you to talk. You scared the fuck out of me. How old is this game? I'm gonna look it up really quick. $2023, really? Huh. So it's fairly new. I feel like it was older, but I guess not. Interesting.
If I remember my briefing, Commander Ermot is a Bolian, so I'm looking for someone with blue skin.
You're going to the Resolute too?
Yeah, not the ship I was hoping for.
Why's that?
Well, you haven't heard? Some kind of accident.
Oh.
Warp core overloaded.
Depending on which way she's facing, the
That's a
fucking
big deal.
audio. Can I adjust that? That was throwing me. I guess not. Oh man, I wish I could change this to No, I don't want to exit the game. I want to resume.
They spent 6 months fixing it up.
Was it the captain's fault?
That's the rumor.
Yeah, depending on which way she's facing, I'm either hearing it in my left or right ear in my headset. So it was kind of throwing me off. Like, it was very noticeable. Be right back. Okay, Majin. Who are you, my friend?
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm just... Well, I'm not sure where my departure dock is. The Resolute's gonna leave without me.
Look here. The Resolute is leaving from this dock.
Oh, you're right. Nerves must be getting to me.
The audio mixing's a little weird. Like,
Thanks so much, Commander.
the people she talks to are really kind of loud, but her voice is a little quiet. It's a little weird thing. I have sensitive ears, so I noticed that shit a lot. What's up with you guys? What's up?
Excuse me. Have you seen a Bolian around here?
Yes, sir. Right back there, near the replicator.
Oh, I see him.
Ah, there he is. Thank you.
Happy to help, Commander.
I might need to turn just the dialogue down a little bit to see if it... But does it affect her dialogue? Because if she gets quiet, I don't want to. Because... Oh. We got here?
I'll replicate myself a meal once I'm on board.
What we got here? We got some potatoes. That looks like a piece of ham. And some kind of bread roll thing? Okay.
Starbase 128 has 4 docks. Excuse me.
No? Oh, you can sprint. Okay, sweet. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey, y'all blocking the way. Is there anyone else I can chat with?
Hey, you hear the Resolute's getting a new first officer?
Someone from the crew got promoted?
No, get this. They're from a different ship.
Whew. Wonder how the crew feel about that.
It makes them look desperate. Is their crew that bad?
Yeah, not a good look.
Oh, getting some story here. All right, let's see the captain here. Commander Ermot.
Welcome to the edge of the galaxy, Commander Rydek. I'm Commander Jan Ermot, Operations Officer on the Resolute.
Is that Liam? Sounds like Liam.
Commander?
Sort of.
I hope
Maybe
there
it's
wasn't
not.
too much trouble getting here. This storm isn't making anything easy for us right now. I know conditions are less than ideal at the moment.
It was a bit bumpy, but otherwise okay.
Maybe it's not.
My apologies. This storm is unlike anything I've seen before. We're grateful you were able to come fill our first officer vacancy at such short notice. From everything I've read and everything I've heard, we're lucky you were available to us. Coming from a premier starship and all. To our little research vessel.
I'll do my best to live up to expectations.
I'm sure you'll do just fine. And if I can help in any way, just let me know.
Oh yeah, look at that shit, baby.
The USS Resolute. She may not look like much compared to the bigger ships, but as far as science vessels go, she can more than hold her own. And she doesn't look so bad considering 6 months ago she was nearly cracked in half, venting plasma, fighting for her life.
It was an accident?
Equipment malfunction. An accident suggests fault, but no one's to blame.
I'm gonna have to turn that music down
It was
just
a
a little
planned
bit
test,
more.
but the warp core was pushed beyond its limits. It destabilized the dilithium, there was a runaway reaction, and the warp bubble deformed. We thought we could reach a higher resonant frequency, but it was more than she could handle. Cost us our first officer and 22 of our crew.
Damn.
At the end of the day, we're all responsible for each other.
I can't even begin to imagine what that must have been like for you. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you. It does weigh heavy. There are some things you can't forget.
It's been 6 months. What's the attitude among the crew now?
Unsettled. But I hope that a new mission will help them move forward. If not, move on. Listen. I realize you've known Captain Solano for quite some time. And I'm glad you're ready to bring your best. But I should warn you that when the captain announced you would be the new first officer, there were those who felt it was a mistake, that he should have promoted from within. So you might want to tread lightly at first. Until they come to value your contributions as much as he does.
I can earn their trust.
Trust is earned, and it sounds like I have my work cut out for me. But I plan on
The
winning them
line on
over.
his head reminds me of a
I don't
zipper
doubt
hoodie.
that. I just figured it was better to know what you were walking into.
Of course.
Starfleet has assigned us a high-priority mission to the
Jara made a good first impression with Commander Ermot, coming off as humble and shrewd while showing empathy for what the crew of the Resolute suffered. I think Calloway was grateful for Jara's sense of humor when he was nervous on the shuttle flight. Interesting. I want to see Star Trek Resurgence voice actors. Is that? It sounds like Liam, but I don't know if it is or not. Like, there's times when it does and times when it's not. Let's see if I'm right. Nothing's coming up, so I don't want to look too deeper. So it is what it is. Let's go.
Tari region. I'll let the captain brief you on board. I know he's eager to see you.
Will we be mission ready in time?
We have every intention. The crew has been working around the clock to get the ship ready. There's still so much to do.
Star Trek aliens always had forehead stuff going on. It's true, but it's also because, like, it's just easier, right? To, like, when you're a TV show that's a sci-fi show that started in the 90s, it's really easy to make, like, you're gonna see from, like, the neck up for the most part, right? So... And really even pre-90s, because the OG was like...
I got just the thing.
The plasma torch. I think it's this one, right? Isn't this the plasma? Yeah, plasma torch. Fire that bitch up. Clear the corrosion. I kind of wish I had watched Daniel's playthrough of this. I do and don't, because obviously I didn't want to get spoiled on it, but I'm kind of curious to his take on it. I know he liked it.
And that is that.
Oh, we're on the lower decks. A brand new Coleman camping lantern. Nice. We're on the lower decks, though.
I thought that thing was totally fried.
Who you is, lady?
Nice work, Carter.
Nothing to it, Millie.
And not a moment too soon. The boss wants us down in engineering. Like, now.
Oh, we're an engineer. Can I look around? How are you, Lessa? Lessa, are you a Trekkie? Oh, this is a transporter.
Come on!
But there's... I want to explore. Give me a minute.
Hey, Diaz, can you give us some help with the transporter?
See, if I had run them immediately.
We need to test this cargo transporter. I've never been that great with the signal plotting.
I got it. No problem.
Carter Diaz!
So am I, Lessa. Select waypoints to create a path through the iconic interface. Or, sorry, ionic interface. The line connecting the points will lose stability if it passes through interference. The yellow bar indicates the stability of your path. When full, you will succeed. Use mouse to aim, and left click to select and drag the waypoints. Okay? So we want to go... like that. Okay, that's pretty easy.
No sweat. Whoa, hey, buddy, get off the path!
Uh-oh.
Hurry up!
Did I just kill somebody? Bro, not cool. What are you doing over there?
Don't tell Chovak.
Not a word.
Time's a-wasting.
Will you relax? I'm exploring.
Corrosion in there was pretty extreme. Nothing I couldn't handle, though. Everything okay?
I dropped a non-ferrous connector between the coils. Gonna have to remove a few of them to find it, and then...
Whew, then another hour of recalibrating. Ouch. I'll leave you to it.
I'm kind of the same, Lissa. I didn't, I haven't really watched anything after that. I started watching... Was it Deep Space Nine, I want to say? Was it Deep Space Nine? Yeah. But I didn't get past the first episode. Not that I didn't, like, I didn't really give it a chance. I watched the first episode. I was planning to watch more and just never got to. Alright, let's go, Neely. Or Nelly, or whatever your name was.
Junction 34B gives you access to the tubes behind cargo storage all the way to the turbo lift.
Not after the retrofit. Bulkhead cuts it off at Section 2. New computer reroutes.
So then...
I'm thinking we'll have to do the work in that tube, then take the turbo lift from Section 2 to Section 3.
Well, wait, there's a subfloor crossover around Junction 32E.
What do you have against using the turbo lift?
Nothing, I just like being in the tubes. It's my domain.
I don't need anything from utilities. Force of habit, I guess. Hey, need any help? Okay, good luck.
Ignored.
Engineering.
I heard the new XO just arrived. Won't be long before we get underway. I just hope whatever Chovak called us down for, it's something good. I can never tell with him. I'd rather not end up degaussing plasma manifolds. Hanging upside down makes me queasy.
You and me working together, we can tackle anything he throws at us.
Your optimism is positively contagious. Looks like we got here before.
Lieutenant Commander Chovak.
We were just looking for you, Commander.
Petty Officers Edsalar, Diaz. I was beginning to think you would be late. We are all hands on deck right now, which means if you are not at your post at the appointed time, I do not have someone to replace you. A point I have been forced to make to Petty Officer Edsalar on repeated occasions.
Apologies for the delay, Commander.
I do not want your apologies. Simply see to it that it does not happen again.
Dang.
So, I don't suppose you want...
Oh, he said something. Be respectful and responsible when he and his lawyer were almost late in major engineering.
us down here to check in before we go off duty?
Do not be almost late, never again.
Equip yourselves in EV suits to work on the exterior of the hull. I need you to tune the structural integrity field for optimal performance. The subspace distortions and ionic interference we are experiencing are preventing the proper calibration. But this ship must be ready to depart shortly.
Got an alien for you, my guy. His name's Garrus.
The nature of these disturbances are not fully understood. But many systems have been affected by the wide band of emissive activity.
Whatever it throws at us, we'll be ready. We've got the best chief engineer in the fleet.
I am a Vulcan, Mr. Diaz. Flattery is not necessary. All that I require is that you do your job. Right now, that entails critical preparations, because long-range sensors show that these disturbances will be more severe at our destination, the Hotari system. You have your orders. Do not delay.
Oh, the
Yes,
closer
Commander
he
Chovak.
stands to him, the louder they sound. Is that why the audio is weird?
All hands on deck.
Oh, what's that?
All hands on deck. That's what Chovak said. You know what that means? It means this ship isn't ready to go out and the brass know it. So they're throwing every warm body at it. And they're going to leave on schedule. Consequences be damned.
It all comes down to us, Nilly. We're the ones who will get it ready.
I know what we can do. But this isn't just any old refit or any old relaunch.
Oh, whoa. Excuse me.
A lot of new faces coming on board. It's gotta be tough coming as a replacement. That's for sure.
They seem all right. Something that happened 6 months ago while they were off on another ship? Well, that's nothing to hold against them.
Yeah, you're right. I guess getting a little new blood on board doesn't hurt. Hold on. Now there's an old face I didn't expect to see again. Hey, Miranda!
You weren't gonna leave without me, were you?
Miranda, you're here?
We thought you were staying on the Adirondack.
Transfer came in at the last minute, so I figured I'd slum it on this bucket of bolts. Looks like you got her back together pretty nicely. I wasn't sure what to expect.
I'm gonna take the high road here, pretend you didn't say that, and welcome you aboard.
He's a better diplomat than I am.
He still owes me a bottle of Saurian brandy.
What do we got here? Miranda felt encouraged by Carter's warm reception when she first arrived aboard the Resolute, holding out hope that there might be some chemistry between them. Oh.
Don't think I forgot.
Oh yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Maybe Carter can rustle up that bottle and we can give you a proper welcome. As soon as we wrap up this quick little spacewalk.
Here, let me help you.
Thanks.
So what's the word? Are you back in the security rotation?
Yep. Still running with the usual suspects.
Whoa.
Good to go. See you on the other side.
Activating magnetic souls.
Do. Hell yeah. Oh god, hell no, dude. I'd be so... This would be so disorienting.
Let's go.
Remember, if you can see space lightning, you should seek shelter. All hands.
Captain Solano should be here momentarily.
Oh, I thought we could move around.
You'll have to forgive me, I don't know much about Kobleods. But my understanding is you need a steady supply of duridium to keep your cell structure stabilized, or bad things start to happen. And we have plenty of duridium in sick,
eyes are so
there's
green.
no risk of running out.
Thank you.
Feel free to make yourself at home. And help yourself to whatever you like from the replicator.
Earl Grey, hot. Check the hair. Alright. Let's look around. What is this? I'm gonna hack the computer. It's a train.
He's still got a thing for trains. The warp engines of their day, apparently.
What do we got over here? Diploma. Whoop.
I can't believe he keeps this around. Don't even know where mine is.
Zachary Solano.
The first mineral Captain Solano ever discovered.
Is that a false mustache
Always was the
besides diploma?
nostalgic type.
We'll have to look. Let's go back. No, those are coins, Lessa. Or something. Whoop. 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 Looks like coins. Whoop.
Can't
Subway
wait to plot a
tokens.
course myself.
Jara Rydek.
Oh no! I didn't get to order a drink.
Last time I saw you, it was graduation from the academy. You'd already secured one of the most
I
prestigious
can't believe Stan Lee's the
assignments possible.
captain.
And you were burning with enough ambition to fuel 7 trips around the Necrid Expanse.
It's good to see you again, Captain.
I could not be happier to have you on the Resolute. My only regret is that we couldn't
J.
provide you
Jonah
with a warmer
Jameson.
welcome. The arrival of a first officer to her new ship deserves a bit of fanfare. But, unfortunately, we've had our hands full with the refit.
That would be totally unnecessary. I don't need any pomp and circumstance.
We're practical.
You've been here
Sure.
all of 5 minutes, and already you're trying to make us more efficient. I like it. As I'm sure you've heard, we've had a rough go of it these last 6 months. The ship suffered some damage, but not nearly as much as the crew.
I assume you mean the accident.
That's right. The tragic accident, really. We were on the verge of a major scientific breakthrough. A quantum leap forward in warp core technology. 10,000 teradynes per second. The ability to travel at a
quantum leap.
sustained rate
Yeah.
of speed longer.
They had Scott
and
Bakula.
faster than we
He
ever
played a
dreamed.
captain, Captain Archer,
What would have been the
in Star Trek
crowning
Enterprise.
achievement of my career.
that
Right
I also
there,
have never seen.
within our grasp. Until it all went so horribly wrong. We pushed her too hard, and a warp core malfunction overloaded the system, creating a pressure gradient way beyond what the ship can handle. It was heartbreaking. We lost some of our best people. As captain, I have to take full responsibility. It was my decision to make, and I have to live with the consequences.
I knew the risk.
We all know the risks when we sign up. There are no guarantees. As much as we tell ourselves otherwise.
True. But as captain, my job is to mitigate and manage the risks as much as possible. And that's where I failed. In my defense, I will say, I might have avoided the whole ordeal if my senior staff had been willing to trust me. There was a lot of pushback from my former XO, and I think that cost me his confidence. I don't want you to pull any punches. Certainly not on my account. But once we decide on a course of action, I need everyone to fully commit to the mission. Anything short of that just won't work. And that's when things start to go sideways.
Whether I agree or disagree, I can promise that I'll be honest to a fault.
Good. That's exactly what I'm looking for. But at the end of the day, it has to be my call. Look, I'll be blunt. We can't afford another mistake. Or at least, I can't. I feel like my career is hanging in the balance here. We need a win. Something to restore the crew's confidence.
I understand.
On a more positive note, Starfleet has tasked us with what they're calling a mission of the highest priority. Escorting a senior diplomat to Hotari space. Two previously peaceful and otherwise non-aggressive civilizations now find themselves on the brink of all-out war.
So it's a peacekeeping mission.
I see it as a golden opportunity to not only prove what the Resolute and her crew are truly capable of, but also a mission for which we're uniquely qualified. This ionic storm. Our long-range sensors suggest it's several orders of magnitude stronger than
It's
anything
pronounced
on record.
sensors.
A total anomaly like nothing we've seen before. And you'll never guess where it leads.
Throw a pizza party, that'll work.
Hatari.
Thought Scott Bakula was
Exactly.
great as captain in that.
Very nearly in the precise location where we're headed.
Yeah, I've heard that one's
Where I
good, but the
imagine
ending is...
interference will be exponentially greater. But the diplomat will brief us on the details.
I heard it
of the
ended
front.
kind of rough.
But are we prepared to embark on the mission?
As much as I'd like to think that's true, I have my doubts. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. I expect we'll have some rough sledding when we arrive, so I need you to prepare the crew for the worst. There's just one more thing I want to clarify up front. The metric that for me will be the ultimate measure of your success.
What is it?
If after serving as my first officer, you don't one day find yourself with a ship of your own, then I will consider it my personal failure. When that might happen is entirely up to you. But it goes without saying, you have my full support.
Thank you. But I feel like I still have so much to learn.
You'll have plenty of opportunity. And if you're willing to put in the work, I'll do everything in my power to help you along the way. Come, let me...
See what the captain has to say. Captain Solano was reassured by Jara's modesty and leadership potential after their first meeting.
Introduce you to the crew.
But my Earl Grey hot. My Earl Grey hot. No. First, bring me pictures of Spider-Man. Bring me pictures of Spider-Man. I'll make you captain. I always feel like commander's a higher rank than captain, but it's not, is it? It's like even Shepard in Mass Effect is a commander. Although he does get his own ship. Ranks are weird. Oh. Hello, everybody.
Everyone, if I could have your attention for a moment. I'd like to introduce Commander Jara Rydek, our new first officer. Some quick introductions. This is Lieutenant Handar, our helmsman, one of the best in the business.
One of?
Well, what he lacks in humility, he more than makes up for in ability.
A pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Hello.
Likewise.
Next, we have Commander Westbrook, our Chief Science Officer. I've come to rely on his expert counsel on a regular basis.
Pleasure.
Commander Rydek, it is such an honor to meet you.
Oh, I know that
This
voice.
is our tactical officer, Lieutenant Bedrosian, who's been looking forward to meeting you for about
Speaking
as
of
long as I
Mass
can
Effect,
remember.
I'm pretty sure
I've been
that's
following your career for
Allie?
quite some time,
Allie Hallis, right?
and I look forward to learning as much as I can from you.
The honor's mine.
If anything, the
Pretty
honor
sure
is
that's
mine.
Liara from Mass Effect.
Well, I have to
'Cause
admit,
that voice
one
is
of the reasons
definitely
I've
her.
followed your career is because you're part Kobliad, because of what you've overcome. Starfleet stands up for people who can't defend themselves, and you were one of those people once. But since then, you've done so much to protect others who need it. I really admire that. So, you've been something of an inspiration to me. Not that I've done anything close to what you've done, but you definitely set a standard to strive for.
That's very kind of you to say, but enough about me. We have a lot of work to do.
Oh, yes, of course.
Well, that's not kind of what I
And
meant,
then, of
but
course, you've already met Commander Ermont. Please do everything you can to make Commander Rydek feel at home here. I'll be on the starbase. I have an urgent meeting with the starbase commander to get our authorization to get underway. If they drag their feet any longer, we won't make our rendezvous. The bridge is yours.
I didn't mean it to be that mean. I was just like, I don't think this character is very comfortable. The way I'm playing her, I don't think she's comfortable kind of talking about herself.
Operations. Staffing, supplies. There's a lot to keep track of on a starship. Good thing we have Commander Ermont. The helm. The Resolute is a refitted Centaur class, meaning it's capable of quick maneuvers. Can't wait to see what she can do.
I kind of sometimes wish there was like a general moodlet beside the dialogue, so you could kind of be like, oh, this is kind of a jerk thing to say, or this is kind of a nice thing to say.
Science station. The Resolute is a science vessel, primarily. Might explain Commander Westbrook's attitude. I'll have to speak with him later.
Also, Les, a good trek is we haven't finished it yet, but Strange New Worlds is really good.
Tactical station. Hopefully a diplomatic mission won't require we use our weapons much. But if it comes to that, we'll be ready.
Oops.
Communications. Keeps us in contact internally and with other vessels. Turbolift could take me anywhere on the ship, but I'm right where I need to be.
I'm right where I need to be.
So many decks. Full of crew that are now my responsibility.
I know, an ad break starting. Hey guys, we'll wait for this ad break to end before we continue on. Because I don't want to like get to the next thing and people kind of miss. This is gonna be a very story game, so I want to make sure people can kind of watch it. But we do kind of have to run ads here, like unfortunately. Like I think just every Twitch stream now has to run ads, so we do 3 minutes every hour, so it's kind of like watching a TV show. Actually, I'd argue a little bit better than watching a TV show. Yeah, I need to get with DT and Bigfoot so we can finish the latest, whatever the previous season of Strange New Worlds, because we were watching it, and then we all just kind of got busy. But it has Anson Mount. He plays the captain, and it's good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So I need to move my OBS. Just a smidge. Do. I don't know why my keyboard's wigging out. I have a volume thing on my keyboard, right? But I never use it. But occasionally, it like adjusts my volume up and down for some reason. It's the weirdest thing. I got frustrated with accidentally being mean in the first ME game, so by the second I did it as an asshole run, I had so much fun. It's way funnier to accidentally pick the nice option by accident than the other way around. Damn commercial breaks. I wish there was like a general moodlet, because it is funny in some of those old BioWare games where you'll pick a thing and it's like, wow, that was way more harsh than I intended. You know? Alright, the ad break's over. We can continue.
The first officer seat. My seat. Right now, though, I need to fill in for Captain Solano.
Alright. Begin command. I'm in charge now. There will be cheeseburgers every
Chief
day.
Engineer Chovak needs to lower the structural integrity field. He's sent a crew out to recalibrate the emitters in response to the danger posed by the storm. We just need your go-ahead.
For anybody that didn't see it, when we have an ad break, we're going to pause the game if we can.
Permission granted.
And I notice it.
Lowering structural integrity field. Now.
Entering maintenance mode. Condition blue.
Gonna swap perspectives? Yeah.
The storm is getting worse.
Looks like they turned off the SIF.
Great. Let's get to that emitter.
Alright. We can pause during cutscenes, which is great. No, I don't want to exit the game. Where's my mouse button? I have lost my mouse. Where? Oh no. Oh, okay. Weird.
Every time we're out here, I half expect to see her in pieces again.
She's still got some scars on her. It adds character.
When I joined Starfleet, all I wanted was a ride out of town.
I would not want this job.
But this isn't exactly how I pictured it.
Walking around on the fucking outside of the ship?
No.
Hell nah.
Sometimes it feels like we're just part of the machinery. Don't you want more than that? I mean, Starfleet is noble and all, but it's still a machine. A massive, massive machine.
Yeah, of course I do. Starfleet's an open door. We just have to walk through it. You wanted to get away.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I want to read these when they pop up because I'll forget about them. Buoyed by Carter's optimism during the whole walk. Because they do, it does change.
I enlisted because I didn't want to wait years just to get out and see the galaxy. I wanted to go somewhere. See new worlds. Look up at a sky no one's ever seen before.
Strange new world.
Just because I'm cranking a hyperspanner up in a Jeffries tube today doesn't mean that's all I'll ever be. Diaz to Commander Chovak. We are at the SIF emitter.
Acknowledged. You may proceed with the recalibration.
Right, let's do this. Get that there calibration tool. Garrus would nut over that.
Beginning recalibration.
Turn the nodes to the center. To center the circular indicators. Move tool to.
Careful. Too much action and harmonics will deflect the alignment.
No, over this way. Come on. Come on. What? There we go. Gotta take a little practice.
That wasn't so hard.
What's beeping? Why is it beeping? Beeping doesn't seem to be a good thing. Beeping seems bad.
Commander Westbrook, right? Chief Science Officer.
You remembered my name and my rank. Impressive. Yes, I'm the Chief Science Officer, and I have the dubious honor of being the most senior officer on this bridge.
Oh, okay, I see why he's
I know this
pissed.
ship inside and out. Better than just about anyone.
What a very impressive list of credentials.
This is a research and discovery ship, first and foremost. Now with a former tactical officer as its new first officer. I'm curious, though. A Kobliad, or half in your case, is an odd choice for first officer, given your vulnerable condition and all. But if, as an example, we found ourselves in a hostile situation, and you were suddenly incapacitated because you needed an infusion, what would happen then?
Ooh, what's that?
You'd leave Captain Solano without an XO. Granted, that would be a worst-case scenario.
Thanks for your concern.
But not outside the realm of possibility.
That's very kind of you to be concerned about my well-being. But you don't need to trouble yourself on my account. I'll be fine.
Well, I wouldn't say I was concerned. Just curious, that's all. Listen, can I be blunt, Commander?
I see no reason to stop now.
Commander Sutherland, your predecessor, was one of the best first officers in all of Starfleet. His record was impeccable and his reputation was without equal. I mean no disrespect, but the shoes you're stepping into are almost impossible to fill. He was loved by the crew. And he was one of my closest friends.
I don't think I could ever replace Commander Sutherland. And it would be a mistake to even try.
Seeing as Captain Solano is on the starbase, let me give you an update on this.
Commander Westbrook was left with mixed feelings about Jara's suitability as the new first officer after they first met on the bridge.
Ion storm we're flying into. It's unusual, unlike anything I've ever seen. At the moment, I can't tell you if the Resolute will shrug it off or if we're putting ourselves at risk. However, if we learn more about its patterns, its nature, we can come up with a scientific countermeasure. Just a moment.
Uh-oh. That seems very bad. Why did we ignore the flashing? I said the flashing was bad.
We've got a massive energy wave inbound.
On screen.
Oh shit.
Tracing its trajectory.
Starbase docking clamps are holding.
The storm's emissions are fluctuating, coming in waves. And if my projections are right, we're about to get hit by a wide-band burst of ionic energy. Like a tsunami.
We got people outside.
I'm reading power abnormalities all over the ship.
Red alert?
Red alert.
Aye. Evacuating main gangway and retracting.
Putting sensor visualization on screen.
With the structural integrity field shut down, we can't take a direct hit.
1 minute.
Shield systems are severely impacted. We have limited protection.
I need every available solution. What are our options?
We can weaken the impact of the storm with a deflector pulse.
There's a better way.
I'm sending all auxiliary power to the deflector dish.
Send the aux power to the shields. We can't reactivate the entire shield bubble, but it's a directional threat. So we can orient all we have towards the wave. You have to believe me.
We only get one shot at this. We can't afford to get it wrong.
Fuck.
That's right.
Shields up.
Which is why we need to send power to our shields.
Bedrosian, get those shields up.
Rerouting power to shields.
Oh, he's pissed I did that. He was disappointed she chose not to heed his recommendation to use the deflector pulse. But shields seem to be the better choice.
We've only got one shot.
Understood. On my command.
Oh shit. Wait, what?
Heading locked.
Raise shields.
This is it.
All hands, brace for impact.
Damn. Did it work?
What happened?
We have experienced a surge of radiation.
Oh, you don't say.
This radiation supercharged the plasma, forcing it to backflush through the system and creating a dangerous imbalance.
Blow out every primary system on the ship.
Just tell us where you need us.
I need you to traverse the hull to the access port to recalibrate the port nacelle plasma regulator.
Well, I thought
We've reached the first access point.
my reason for going with shields is they were outside, and that seemed like the best way to protect them. But I don't know if that is true.
Affirmative.
Engage the override. It should allow us to stop the EPS flow to the warp engine without triggering an automatic core shutdown.
Failsafe override engaged.
Are you sure? I am registering some crosstalk in the bypass circuit.
We need to route the signals so they don't interfere with each other.
That is Liam O'Brien for the guy with the zipper. Got you. I thought it was. At times it sounds like him, but he was actually really good at disguising his voice.
Diaz to Resolute. The failsafes are temporarily disabled. Moving on to the EPS regulator.
Heads up, Carter.
What is that?
One of the discharges coalesced.
It's coming right toward us. I'm gonna try to disrupt it with my phaser.
Nice shooting, Tix.
So we gotta climb up the pylon. Not that there's really an up, but, you know.
Yeah, I figured that was Oh shit!
Are you alright?
Yeah. Suit took most of it. Just snuck up on me.
That damaged your suit. Energy dampening is down to 60%. We're almost to the regulator.
We're at the regulator. Opening the access panel.
Cover me.
Now halting the EPS flow to the port nacelle. We have little time before it causes an overload in the engine. You must work efficiently.
We're working on it.
EPS manifold adjusters reset to neutral. The EPS lines to the port warp engine are back in balance. Almost done. Once I
Many quarters
cycle the
right under where they're
manifold
working, and you
nozzles,
just
choke
get stomping around shooting their guns while you're trying to sleep. I don't think any people was getting much sleep during this. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening? Oh shit!
Down. Diaz to bridge. We just just lost the docking clamp. We've got a lot of debris coming down. All vibrations, too. We can't finish the EPS regulation in these conditions. Please advise.
We have to release the ship from that other docking clamp or the hull will be ripped apart.
There's a problem. The clamps are supposed to disengage automatically in an emergency, but it's not working.
Not working.
What are our options?
The docking clamps are fitted with exploding bolts for an emergency release.
We've got crew out there. That'd be like setting off a bomb next to them.
Maybe there's another way.
Starbase is hailing us.
Put him through.
Resolute, the remaining mooring arm is failing. You need to disengage from the starbase now. The damage to the station will be catastrophic.
We have crew outside and are looking for the
We have
safest
people
way to...
on this station. If that mooring arm breaks, we could lose dozens of crew.
Oh, shit.
Commander, hear me out. Reverse the...
My Jar's instincts protect the crew when Starbase ordered her to disengage from the docking clamps. Jar's instincts protect the crew when Starbase ordered her to disengage docking clamps. Everybody's happy as protecting the crew. Awesome.
Polarity of the hull, which theoretically will repel the docking clamps.
And repel the engineering crew right off the hull into the storm.
This is Captain Solano. Put me on screen.
Go ahead. Captain, we have a situation.
Commander, what are you doing? Blow the bolts on the docking clamp.
The captain doesn't know the whole story.
I'm giving you an order.
Oh, shit.
Jara?
Captain, you brought me here because you trusted me. Can you trust me now?
You better be sure you make the right decision.
The captain made himself quite clear.
I'm trying to include the crew and the Jar's effort to explain the complexity of the situation to Captain Solano.
They're gonna get hammered with debris out there. Reverse the polarity.
I kind of agree with Westbrook, bro. If they get launched into space, we can catch them.
There is protocol.
And there are lives.
Starbase, stand by. We're gonna flip hull polarity to disengage the clamps.
Disobeyed and uh-oh. He's pissed. He's mad. I don't care. I'm trying to save the crew.
Repair crew, this is Acting Captain Jara Rydek. Be advised, we are going to reverse hull polarity to free us from the remaining docking clamp. Tether yourself and deactivate your boots on my mark.
Understood.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark!
Ah!
Grab my hand! I got you.
Thank you.
He's literally like, I need someone who will provide me another option.
Plasma imbalance is reaching critical condition. We are moments from primary system failure.
I got it.
Push it! There's too much plasma on this fucking thing. Let's go! She has to win the crew, okay? I appreciate the captain in order. But, oh my god. But she's got to win the crew to begin with. It's her first day.
Petty Officer Edselar's hurt and unconscious. I'm gonna have to tow her back to the airlock.
Mr. Diaz, the situation has changed. You are at risk of triggering a substantial electromagnetic arc if you approach the main hull the way you came.
But Commander, the way we came is the nearest airlock.
There is an auxiliary hatch near you on the far end of the pylon. You must bring Miss Edsolar there to access the interior.
Roger that. Go in there now.
Damn.
I'm at the auxiliary hatch.
Get in, girl.
You go first.
Nope.
What?
Let me save your neck this time.
I can't do that. You get in there.
No time to fight me on this.
Not on your life.
Get your ass in
Let's
there.
not let it come down to that.
You're the one that's hurt. My suit can take 2 more hits. We're good. Pull that bitch out! Oh shit.
We made it.
But he's hurt. We did what we had to do.
Bringing the Sif fully online.
Do it.
Head wounds go first, yeah. The price of duty.
Nilly.
I'm good. Help me with him.
Carter got fucked up,
Let's
dude.
get this off.
Look at that suit. Oh my god.
Medical. Got 1 wounded at my location. Carter. You don't look so good.
Think I look cool.
You gotta be more careful. I just got here. I'm not ready to see you two get blown to space dust just yet. Now let's get you down to sickbay.
Great.
Why is it dark? Somebody turn the lights on.
Status report.
The repair crew made it inside. EPS flow is back to nominal levels. The SIF is back up.
How does this affect mission readiness, Mr. Ermot?
Releasing the docking clamps using hull polarity minimized damage to the Resolute. We'll have some last-minute repairs to make, but if we reapportion some of the staff, we can make our departure on time. As of now, however, we are successfully moored to the station.
Good to hear.
As it stands, the only person pissed
Send
at me is the
updates to my
captain.
ready room. Commander Rydek, with me.
Oh, we're about to get yelled at. I did what I had to do. I accept. I take full responsibility.
You disobeyed my orders. Well?
I shouldn't have gone against your orders, sir.
You can't unring that bell. Especially when you do it, not just in front of the bridge crew, but while I was in front of the Starbase staff. That's going to get around. My name's already tarnished around the fleet. But what is it going to do to my credibility on this ship? From the top to the bottom. Bridge to lower decks.
I told you I'd be honest. But I also owe you more respect as captain of this ship.
It's tempered by Jara's expression of remorse and efforts to remedy the situation, restoring his faith.
And I'll do better, living up to that.
expect as much from you.
You do what you gotta do, and you kiss
might have
ass
won
when you
some
got to.
fans on the bridge with that stunt, but not everyone. Lieutenant Commander Chovak has already bent my ear.
I'm sure he doesn't take it personally. He'll get over it in time.
Mr. Chovak is more complicated than he would want to admit. I guess we all are.
I did what I had to do.
And
but I also accept,
if I'm being honest,
that it's
I'm not sure what I would have done in the moment.
against protocol. So.
You never really know if you weren't in those shoes.
It's just the way it is.
So, let's just boil it down to you did what you had to. That'll have to be good enough for me.
You placed a lot of trust in me, bringing me here. I feel like I've let you down.
I brought you here for a reason. I'm still sure it was the right one. Despite it all, we got our final Starfleet clearance to depart. So if you'll fetch Mr. Ermot, we'll knock out the final details of any outstanding repairs, and then we'll set out for Hotari.
Yes, sir.
For pictures of Spider-Man. That's why he's so mad. All I ask is a tall ship. Well, shouldn't we go check on the dudes in Med Bay? I feel like that's something we would do.
All departments reporting full mission readiness. We've got our full complement on board.
This is my favorite moment, right now.
The start of a new mission is always full of possibility.
The Orion Syndicate could sell it as a drug.
Don't let the Admiralty hear you say that.
Captain on the bridge.
Sit. Sit, everyone. You all know, I'm not big on speeches. We're embarking on the first mission since our refit. Let's make it a good one. Disengage docking clamps.
No, this is actually pretty good, dude. I got like chills and like stuff when that shit was happening. Like,
Thrusters ahead, Mr. Handar.
it felt like the show. Also, it's hot. This feels good. Yeah, it does.
That should do it. Set a course for the Hotari system. Prepare to go to Warp 8.
Aye, Captain.
You know what? You take this one.
Me?
Do it.
Helm. Do it.
Thanks, Captain.
Nicely done.
Easy. Thank you. I'm fine. Really,
You don't look so good.
What are the levels at? What's her levels? What's her drug levels at? Girl, you better check that shit. What's her blood sugar at? Somebody get this woman a donut.
I have to get to sickbay.
Go.
Damn, that shit affects you fast, huh?
Help me get her inside.
She got the space diabetes. She does. So I don't know a lot about her species, to be honest.
few minutes more and it would have been one of the shortest tenures on record for a first officer.
Is that the engineer that was out on the hull?
That storm did a real number on him, but he'll live. Just needs rest. You should worry about yourself. Your deridium levels got dangerously low and destabilized your cell structure.
This is definitely one of the more memorable first days I can think of.
My name is Dr. Aram Duval, Chief Medical Officer. To be honest, I've never met a Kobliad before.
You're
rare. I know.
I don't know nothing about Kobliads.
I was going to say special. Your people's numbers have dwindled, despite the Federation's efforts to find a more readily available alternative to the deridium you need to survive. Yet you joined Starfleet and managed to thrive. I imagine the responsibility must be overwhelming. Maybe even a burden at times.
It's who I am.
I know what it means. And I know the responsibility that comes with it. But I can't be anything more than who I am. And if someone has a problem with that, or expects something else, then that's their problem, not mine.
That's exactly right. And don't worry, I won't treat you like a science experiment. I just do the science and leave the experiments to Solano.
You don't agree with his methods?
I don't agree with his definition of acceptable risks. Not when the lives of your crew are at stake. My professional opinion is that the accident took a toll. More than he's willing to admit. He's overstressed, operating in the pressure cooker of his own mind. Which is never a good headspace when the lives of your crew are at stake. What concerns me is that now he's even further away from the thing he's been chasing his entire career. Breakthrough discovery. The major innovation. Something he can put his name on. The more the time passes and the further out of reach it gets, the more risk he'll be willing to take.
I hear you. But that's my job, isn't it? To make sure that doesn't happen. And we don't lose sight of the bigger picture.
Which is exactly why I'm so glad you're here. We need you now more than ever. And I have to give you credit for what happened on the bridge.
Let's see what she thinks. Dr. Duval was impressed by Jara's sense of responsibility of the crew and was encouraged to see her thinking independently when she defied Captain Solano's orders. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I just gotta let my window up because the PC is pouring out a little bit of the heat, and I'm getting in the temperature. Let's go. All right. All right, all right, all right. I think her kind appeared more on Deep Space Nine than TNG, Voyager, or Enterprise. Yeah. I didn't remember her from anything. They're kind of cool though. All right.
It took guts to defy a direct order.
Huh. I guess word travels fast around here.
It's a small ship, and everyone's curious about the new XO. Fortunately, your cell structure's almost completely stabilized. And I'll spare us both the lecture, but I do feel it's my responsibility to remind you, without regular infusions of deridium, you will not live. It's as simple as that.
Understood.
Then, my work here is done.
Lieutenant Bedrosian.
I came to see if you were okay. We were all pretty worried on the bridge. No one knew what was happening.
I don't want anyone to worry. This is just part of who I am. It doesn't define me.
Of course. I completely understand. And I would probably feel the same way if I were you. You trusted me earlier with the shields, and I appreciated that. I want you to know that I have your back.
Thank you.
Now, Carter, the emissions that gave you that burn are quite unusual.
It is Liara. Hi, Katie.
With this storm. That's a combination of high
All right, let's pause here and do a couple shout outs. Hi, Katie. Majin's been here, so he's gonna get the first shout out. Guys, make sure to go check out our boy Majin Shine. Occasionally does some cooking streams.
Oh, it's hot. Oh yeah, it's hot. Oh boy. Oh Lord. Turn that a little bit so you can see all of it. But yeah, that is the pizza right there.
Damn, Majin made pizza, bro. I could eat some pizza. I could go for some pizza. I don't know why. Then we have Katie, who just recently completed 16, right? Final Fantasy 16. Damn, dude. Holy shit, that's a clip. That dude got spiked. That was pretty cool. How we doing? We're doing well. We're playing a little of Star Trek Resurgence, which is like the Telltale Star Trek game. Have you ever played it, Katie? Or I don't. Have you ever watched Star Trek at all, Katie? I don't even know.
Ronalin and lectrazine to counter the radiation effects. That should help speed your healing.
But you're gonna have a wicked cool scar on your face, bro.
She's come by a couple of times to see you already. Be brief.
It's good to see you awake again. I was starting to get worried.
Couple
Not
of
that
the
you aren't
JJ
in good
films.
hands with Dr. Duvall. You did take one hell of a shot, though.
How do I look?
So, be honest. How bad do I look?
You look rugged.
Rugged?
Okay, how about heroic? Nilly was looking in on you too, by the way. But since it's just us right now, I had a chance to think about this while I was away. And I thought it was important that I just come out and tell you. Instead of tiptoeing around it. Or worse.
It's okay, Miranda. You can tell me anything.
I know that.
Then come on. Just spit it out.
I'm trying. Let me talk. What I'm trying to say is, we've been really good friends for a long time. But I got back here and I couldn't ignore it anymore. I want to see if there's more between us than just being friends.
Are you sure?
Are you sure about this?
They're my feelings. Of course I'm sure.
Well, I just mean, seeing me in here, after we almost got killed out on the hull.
I felt this way before that, Carter. I like you. And I think there could be something more for us. So, what do you say?
Aw, damn it. Let's give it a try.
I like you too, Miranda. And I'd like to see where this goes.
Good. I was really hoping you'd say that.
Sorry to interrupt, but...
Okay. Oh, we're on Carter, that's right. Miranda was thrilled to learn Carter's feelings for her tend toward the romantic. She looks forward to seeing where this relationship might go.
The patient needs to rest if he wants to get back to his old self.
Of course. I'll see you again soon.
Give me some sugar, baby. Come on. Nobody's looking. Oh, wait. Never mind. She was. Oh, dang. That's totally what I would say if somebody was like, I got feelings to you. I'd be like, are you sure?
Atari space. Helm, bring us out of warp.
Dropping to impulse.
Ionic interference surging, Captain.
Then my second response would be like, oh, you can do so much better.
We are at the correct coordinates to meet the shuttle.
Commander Rydek, find us our diplomat, if you will.
Aye, Captain. Let's reduce the noise. Filter out environmental signals. I can manually tune what's left for Federation signal types.
Round and around? Oh, okay, I see.
I've located the shuttle.
Opening comms.
On screen.
Shuttle to Resolute. Shuttle to Resolute. Debris field. Lost maneuvering. Losing.
I can't get it any clearer.
We won't get a transporter lock. It's just not happening.
Can we tractor beam
Power
it?
up the tractor beam. We'll pull them directly into the docking bay.
And bring me pictures of Spider-Man.
Diaz, you good to run the tractor emitter?
Yes, sir.
How much time has passed?
You sure?
I'm sure.
Come on, Diaz. First thing, lock onto the shuttle and stabilize the rotation.
The web-headed menace probably sabotaged the shuttle.
We're pulling in debris.
I'm on it.
Use the tractor beam to deflect the asteroids. Oh god.
That's gonna take out the shuttle. Diaz, the bridge. There's a large piece of debris headed for the shuttle. The tractor beam can't handle it.
Can our shields take it?
I believe so.
Commander Rydek, plot an intercept course.
On it.
Shield the thing from the thing. Engage.
Here we go. Maneuvering thrusters bearing 53 Mark 17. 200 meters on an intercept course.
Maneuvering.
Gonna chest bump it out of the way. Hell yeah. Ramming speed. Oh, we broke it in half.
Whoa! Someone's working hard on the bridge.
The lower decks are important too. We got it. This game's pretty cool. I like this so far.
We got the shuttlecraft on board.
Good job. We're on our way down to meet them.
Terra firma, so to speak.
Mr. Spock!
Ambassador Spock.
Sorry, Ambassador Spock. Dang, they put you in the first episode?
The captain will be right down to meet you, sir.
In that case, I will wait for him here.
Bro, he's got his Jedi robes on. Look at him, he looks sick.
Apologies for the landing, Ambassador. I was operating the tractor beam, sir. I take responsibility.
Our arrival was the smoothest part of our journey. Your artistry with a tractor beam is commendable. I thought we were prepared for our arrival in Hotari space, but it is evident my craft was not sufficiently robust for such intense ionic activity.
His voice is really
Storm
similar.
has been pretty intense.
There was an element that was most unusual. Before you came to our aid, our maneuvering thrusters and impulse engines were rendered inoperable. So we attempted a short traversal at warp speed, only to find that we could not achieve warp at all, even though our diagnostics computer showed no faults or anomalies. What do you make of that? When all indications say that warp speed is possible, but in practice, we find it is not.
Well, this storm is one of the strangest phenomena we've ever encountered. It's disrupted other systems. Who knows what it might do to a warp drive?
Yes, it would seem further investigation is called for.
We'll take readings, run some additional diagnostic checks, and we'll get to the bottom of this.
Quite logical. Petty Officer...
Carter Diaz. Sir.
Thank you.
Ambassador Spock.
Excuse me.
I'm honored to have you aboard.
So did you
I'd like
get
to
my
right
picture
to
to
it. We're already
Spider-Man?
behind.
Time to do a full exam of the shuttlecraft? Yeah? Provocation to war? Uh-oh. Oh, we're in the ready room. Right? Or the briefing room.
Ambassador Spock, my senior staff. It's not every day that a captain gets to welcome a Starfleet legend aboard.
You flatter me, Captain Solano. But legend implies the past tense, whereas I am very much focused on our present circumstances.
I didn't mean to suggest you were stuck in the past.
Remove.
You're right, Ambassador. Not the most diplomatic choice of words.
Yeah, your experience.
Your experience comes from the past. But our present situation calls for it.
True enough.
We were hoping you could fill us in on the details.
Gotta save this motherfucker. I gotta save J. Jonah's ass.
Two formerly peaceful neighbors
every time.
are now on the brink of war.
Indeed. And the tension between them grows fiercer by the hour. Lydia and Hotari. The Lydians are the more advanced species. They made first contact with the Hotari over a century ago. This is Tau, the Hotari moon. It is rich in dilithium, and for decades, the Hotari and the Illydians have shared a mining operation there. The Illydians provide the technological resources, while the Hotari have served as the labor force. The stability of that arrangement was the source of their peace, until recently. The Hotari have suddenly and forcefully seized control of the mining operations and expelled the Illydians from their system. That is the official
The game is
story,
really cool, but they have really
Hotari when they requested
their audio
mediation,
setup is weird.
but the details remain scant. Communications between all parties have been limited by the ionic interference.
How is it the Hotari were able to turn the tables and take the mines against superior forces, especially after decades in this arrangement?
Unclear. The answer to that question may be the key to a new, lasting peace, and one that I hope we can uncover during these negotiations. But it is unlikely the relatively primitive Hotari forces would stand a chance against the Illydian fleet if this escalates to open war. Left unchecked, this conflict will result in more bloodshed, which is what we are here to prevent.
And the dilithium trade hangs in the balance.
Clearly, the Hotari have been exploited in this relationship.
Maybe we can persuade them peace is the more profitable alternative for everyone. They both profited from the mines. And for the Hotari, something is better than nothing. Peace is our objective, after all.
That is correct.
If we could convince them, it would restore the peace. But we would need the Hotari to accept a difficult compromise.
Made all the more difficult by the emotions flaring on both sides, no doubt.
Neither the Illidians or the Hotari are members of the Federation, so we can't make them do anything.
There is an additional complicating factor I should mention. In the past, the Federation has relied on the Illidians as a source of dilithium.
That certainly changes things.
Federation sources its dilithium from a lot of places.
Yeah, and this is one of them.
That means the Hotari have no reason to trust us.
I wouldn't go that far, Commander.
We are completely neutral in this matter, on neither one side nor the other. Any suggestion otherwise would compromise our position. Given the Federation's involvement...
Oh, Spock didn't like that. A distinct perspective on the dynamics. I guess he was neutral on it.
In the Iridium-dilithium trade, Captain Solano and I must make every effort to appear neutral in these negotiations.
What worries me is if this whole thing unravels, and we're at the mercy of the storm at less than full strength.
We can't let it come to that.
Considering what the Ion Storm has done to our ship, and the Ambassador's shuttle, we have to assume the Illidian fleet has had problems with it as well. This recent surge in the energy disturbance temporarily levels the playing field.
Commander Westbrook is correct. The energy anomalies around the Hotari systems have been noted in the past. But they have never been observed on the orders of magnitude we have seen in recent weeks.
That may answer why the Hotari were able to strike back after so long. They finally had an opportunity, and they took it.
That would also explain the Illidians' restraint.
And reason to learn as much about the energy anomaly as we can while we are here. We do not want to be caught at a disadvantage of our own. So I trust we understand our circumstances.
We're operating on a strict timetable here, and we're going to be leaving for the negotiations shortly. Commander Westbrook, I want you to leverage our systems to investigate the anomaly from here while we're gone.
Aye, Captain.
Thank you all.
Dismissed.
I want to speak to both of you privately.
Ambassador Spock, I'd like to make a formal introduction. My first officer, Commander Jara Rydek.
Commander, as you are aware, there are limits to what Captain Solano and I can do in our official capacity as representatives of the Federation. But someone in an unofficial capacity, your first officer, for example, would not be bound by those restrictions. Commander Rydek could ingratiate herself to certain parties behind the scenes, where they may be more candid in revealing information that could lead to a resolution.
She certainly goes her own way. Maybe that helps in this case. It would be unconventional, but I'm not opposed to it.
I'm perfectly happy to work outside the lines.
And by extension, you will be doing your duty, Commander.
Just not too far outside the lines. Well, I hope Commander...
Oh, with that
Rydek will have more luck finding out what really happened than we will through official diplomatic channels.
The fate of the negotiations, the interests of the Federation, and the prospect for peace may very well depend on it.
Navigational complexities.
Mr. Diaz, I understand you have already discussed the warp drive failure with Ambassador Spock?
I have.
It is imperative that the Ambassador's shuttle be flight ready. I need you both to ascertain the root cause of the system failures he encountered.
I'm surprised, Commander. I thought you would have wanted to work on Ambassador Spock's shuttle yourself.
I respect the Ambassador and his many accomplishments, but I do not derive any satisfaction from interacting with his shuttle as if it were somehow transubstantiated through its association with him. Especially when I have the entirety of this starship to concern myself with. I am not the chief engineer of this shuttlecraft.
When you look at it logically, yes, it is just a shuttle. No different than any of the others.
There is plenty that is different about it, and that is what you are to investigate. But please
Vulcans.
limit your findings to observable scientific phenomena.
We'll try to restrain ourselves.
Then I will leave you to it. Make note of any abnormalities in your report. Carry on.
Let's take a quick break, guys, and I'm gonna run 3 minutes of ads really quick, and then if we've been streaming for 2 hours, we take a break anyway every 2 hours, so that way we can get ads out of the way, and then we'll come back and play some more of the game. So be right back after this. Alright. What a big. Resume.
It seems like he's warming up to us.
Sure. Agree with Carter's purely logical approach to working on an investor's box.
Yeah.
Even Chovok has to look at that face and know you've earned some real respect. And I have to admit that I owe you one. You were right to make me go first. I don't know what I was thinking.
You've pulled me out of trouble how many times? Call it even.
You don't owe me anything,
Okay.
lady.
At the very least, maybe I can track down that bottle of Saurian brandy you're still on the hook for. But first, we have work to do.
How much she values her friendship with Carter when he said she doesn't owe him anything for letting her go first.
Ready to go?
All set. Let's run the diagnostic. So, I know about your talk with Miranda.
You do?
She sent me a Priority 1 dispatch right after your conversation.
Damn, hit him with the eyebrow.
Both of you.
Thanks.
But I'm only going to tell you this once. Don't screw this up. Because I would be very unhappy if you tried this out and then, I don't know, 6 weeks or 6 days later, I have to start splitting holidays between the two of you. All because things went south and you're not on speaking terms. That just isn't gonna work for me.
That's not gonna happen, okay? And why are you even going there? We haven't even gone on a date yet.
I just want you to know where I stand. I like my friends and I like our group. I don't want to lose that. Is that thing done yet?
Yeah, it's wrapping up. Let's see. The relays along the primary EPS are blown. The backup relays are all intact.
Audio got.
An
What is
EPS
it with this
overload from
audio?
the warp drive could cause that. But how did the shuttle end up dead in the water?
I'm not the only one noticing that, right?
Well, maybe the ship's data recorder can tell us something. Here.
They were only about 8 minutes from their plotted warp point. No faults, just those warnings. What are they?
Subspace variance out of tolerance. What does that mean?
It means the main navigation array lost sight of space somehow.
Will the array going offline cause that?
Yes, but it should have also thrown a fault code.
It's like the camera they use when they're talking, like to get a shot of them talking, is also where the audio is coming in or something. It's very weird. I'm not exactly sure.
The warp field became inverted suddenly.
I've seen this happen when the center warp coil cracks.
A cracked warp coil throws a fault code.
See, he's
Still,
facing
we
the
should take a look.
camera, so he got louder. Did you notice that? That's so weird.
There was a complete warp cascade failure.
Wow. They're lucky the shuttle didn't turn inside out.
Makes me think the computer panicked on the warp field equation.
Any one of these failures should have thrown a fault.
If it was caused by a system failure.
None of this caused the relays to blow. Roll forward to when that happened.
Yes, ma'am.
So here, they take a moment to get their bearings and they attempt to re-engage the warp drive.
There. That's the relays blowing.
And look, there's another warp system alert.
They're all the same. Subspace variance out of tolerance, or warp inversions. Finally, there's a complete warp cascade failure.
Then it's one of two things. Either a warp coil is cracked or the navigation array is offline.
That makes sense.
Divide and conquer. You want to check the warp coils or the navigation array? I'll check the other.
I want to check
Not
the
overcomplicate
navigation
this.
array.
One of these systems is likely broken.
I'll check the navigation array.
Your tricorder can record and analyze data. Looking through it will reveal the unseen. Use 2 to equip and holster your tricorder. Hold left click to scan glowing objects. You must be close to some objects to scan. Watch the frame of the screen to see if you were too far away. Some objects you scan will activate a deep scan. During a deep scan, use Q and E to switch between different scan modes. Search for glowing objects. The mode indicators on the tricorder will blink if there's an object to find in that mode. When you have scanned all objects, the frame will change color. Hold right click to analyze the data and finish the scan. What do you got?
Navigation array checks out, so it must be a coil.
Except it's not. Checked and double checked.
Well, the readings don't lie.
Here comes the security detail for the way team.
Hey.
Hi.
We're escorting the negotiating team to the surface as soon as they come down from the bridge.
That's pretty funny.
I don't want to interrupt some important work. I was just hoping to see you before I go. The captain and the others will be here any minute now. Should be an interesting ride down to the surface.
You're the one with the important job to do. Keeping the captain safe. And Ambassador Spock.
It doesn't always feel that way. Baking in the hot sun, standing guard next to an empty shuttlecraft. But it has its moments.
Hey, Maris. Aren't these those button pushers you're always hanging out with?
And you're the phaser jockeys we always beat in Parisi squares, right?
All aboard for Hotari.
That another one of the captain's railroad things?
Gotta be. I just usually zone out by the time he gets to the whole, steam engines were the warp drives of their day part. Catch y'all later.
You don't want to miss your train.
Choo-choo.
I do have to go. Not gonna lie, I'd rather not leave right now. More important things on my mind.
Oh, hell, lay one on her. The guy had the shiniest hair. For luck.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was.
Save some of that for when I get back.
Oh, damn.
You've got a deal.
Be seeing you.
Chose to date Miranda. Lower decks. The aliens. Miranda will soon forget her romantic kiss with Carter when they were saying goodbye in the docking bay. Never date a red shirt. It's yellow.
Etzelar de Diaz. If you could float back down to reality, we still have a ways to go. All right, where were we?
So, the warp coils in the navigation array are fine, but the nav computer doesn't seem to think so.
I'm out of ideas short of field stripping the shuttle from bow to stern.
You wanna take this out of the shuttle and throw it on the bench?
Oh, real hands-on maintenance. I like it. Okay, the nav computer is patched into the ship.
The ship's computer can double-check our work. If the shuttle's nav computer is putting out false data, we'll know it.
Let's run through the shuttle's logs again.
This audio is throwing me.
Now. Same. Warp field inversion and a cascade failure. However, the Resolute computer doesn't show the same subspace variance.
We're in the same conditions that the shuttle was in when it failed. Why wouldn't the ship's computer get a matching result?
What if the subspace variance was a momentary occurrence?
That's a possibility, and it would explain why the simulation under our current sensor readings failed to reproduce the issue.
But a subspace anomaly strong enough to cause a warp field collapse would leave graviton ripples for days.
Let's run with the momentary subspace variance theory for now. Roll forward to the shuttle's attempt to re-engage the warp drive. We need the conditions of space around the shuttle at the moment of warp failure.
Resuming simulation.
Error in warp field calculation. Cochrane formula variables are out of range.
That right there. Take the shuttle sensor data from that moment.
Computer, why did the warp field calculation fail?
Warp field pressure returned non-orthogonal. Results are undefined.
That doesn't help.
Wait, what if we use a different ship?
Put the Resolute into the simulation instead of the shuttle.
Yeah, it should warp just fine. Unless... Computer, run the simulation with the Resolute.
Resolute simulated.
Computer, give me manual control on the warp power.
Static field intensity, warp 1.1. 1.2. 1.3. Warp pressure is destabilizing. Error in warp field calculation. The warp drive has experienced a system-wide cascade failure. Warp field collapsed. Subspace variance is out of tolerance. Cochrane formula results are undefined.
Bingo.
What-o?
The same moment when the shuttle failed to warp, so did the ship. Whatever happened to the shuttle just happened to us. The Resolute will not sustain warp.
We're stuck here.
We can't leave Hotari space.
That's a cool looking ship. Seat of power.
Ambassador Spock, Captain Solano, welcome to Hotari.
Oh, they look cool as fuck.
We are honored you have come. My name is Tylos Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs.
The honor is ours, and this is Commander Jara Rydick, first officer aboard the USS Resolute. You'll find she has a keen mind and unique insight into the dynamics between the Hotari and the Illidians.
It's very nice to meet you.
Likewise, I hope...
These must be the representatives of the mighty Federation. The reigning authority in the galaxy. Or so we've been led to believe.
I know that voice
Whether
too.
that's true or not remains to be seen.
That sounds
But
like
either way,
Adam Jensen's
we're grateful
character.
you've made the time to come to our little corner of the universe.
And you are?
This is Galvin, and this is Citron, the heroes of the revolt in the mines.
I can't pronounce his name. It's like Tylexis or something like that. Or I can't think of what his fucking name is. The guy that voices Adam Jensen.
Let's hope
from,
this is the last time we ever
Deus
have to
Ex.
come here.
There's Liam again.
If you'll excuse me.
I think we're about to begin.
Did you hear the arrogance from that guy? I don't know what we're walking into here, but that guy was something.
That may be true. But let's keep an open mind going into the negotiations. Hopefully he's just one voice amongst many.
Then let's hope he's the outlier.
The Hotari have invited us as their guests, so we must show them the proper respect.
Ambassador Spock, welcome to Holtari Prime.
The honor is mine, Your Majesty.
That the Federation would send one of their most respected representatives is not only an honor to the Hotari people and their queen, but a recognition of our stature and importance.
Let's get on with it, shall we? With all due respect to the Federation and their ambassador, they have no authority here. We are not members of their alliance. We are not subject to their rule, nor yours. We demand the immediate return of all mining operations to Elydian control, as it has been for centuries and will be for centuries more. That has always been our understanding.
That understanding has changed.
Then you invite war.
And if you cannot remain silent, you will be silenced. But his point is well taken. What is the Federation's interest in this matter? Perhaps you would have us trade one oppressor for another?
The Federation remains neutral. Our only interest is the peaceful resolution of this conflict. We are here at your request, Your Majesty.
For now.
I'm trying to keep an open mind here, but it's not easy. I thought they wanted us here.
Was there something you wanted to say, Captain?
Oh, no. My apologies.
And what about the Kobliad?
She's not
She
part
can
of...
speak for herself, can't she? Then let her.
Ah, fuck. I like the Queen and the Captain as being an ass.
Now then, one should know their place. What you might be somewhere else is not what you are here. Which is standing before a queen. And a queen deserves respect. A bow is not too much to ask.
Oh.
Is Hotari Prime, heart of the Hotari system.
My apologies, Your Majesty. I meant no disrespect.
Better. You are Kobliad. Your people suffered brutal treatment at the hands of the Cardassians. Their injustice towards the Kobliad is as unimaginable as it is unforgivable. Not unlike how we have been treated by the Elydians.
As much as they'd have you believe they are the victims here, remember it was the Hotari who attacked us. Hundreds of innocent Elydians were slaughtered without mercy in those mines.
The blood is on their hands, not ours.
Quiet! If after all the Kobliad suffered, you finally had the chance to right that wrong, to get out from under their control, would you take it? Or would you negotiate a peace?
There is no remedy. for what the Kobliad suffered. And I fear who we might have become in pursuit of it. There is no justice if the oppressed become the oppressor. So I would willingly accept a peaceful resolution if it were offered. That is the real opportunity.
You may be right. Unfortunately, that was not the case, was it?
No, it was not.
Peace is often elusive to those who need it most. The Federation is the most powerful, most advanced alliance in the galaxy. It's widely known we have an abundance of dilithium in our mines. And it's in your interest to secure a steady supply.
Your Majesty, if I may.
Ambassador Spock would have us believe you're here as a neutral party in the interest of peace. So why are you really here? I want the truth, not your Federation rhetoric.
As Ambassador Spock has said, we've come seeking a peaceful resolution to this conflict, and have no interest in your dilithium.
I'm not nearly as naive as you must think. The Federation has done business with the Illydians for decades, which makes me question your motives.
What they haven't said, but cannot deny, is a simple truth.
Professor Spock admires Yara's diplomacy under pressure when she was being questioned by the Hatari Queen. Captain Solano was proud of Yara's diplomatic acumen when Hatari Queen put her on the spot in the Queen's chamber.
The dilithium trade would not and will no longer exist without a Lydian involvement. We created it for the benefit of everyone, especially the Hotari. We've given them warp technology. We've let them share in the profits. We've made their lives infinitely better than before dilithium was discovered. All of that goes away if the Federation turns a blind eye to their treachery.
That is enough of your lies! The Hotari are quite capable of running the mines. We've done so for centuries.
This is getting heated.
So tell me, who deserves control of the dilithium trade and the mines on Tau? Who should the Federation recognize? The Hotari or the Illydians?
Oh no!
Can only be one or the other, not both.
What if I let the timer run out? What's gonna happen? What's the point of a timer? Well, right now it would be like the Hatari, right? Because they were oppressed. And the Illydians, for all their... They seem very unlikable, right? So, like, if I only have two options, then I'm leaning toward the Hatari. Because the Illydians have given me nothing to think, oh, they deserve to be able to do this, right? Whereas I have talked with the Hatari Queen. But that makes you think, I don't have all the information. This isn't fair. I deserve a, we're not here to do this. Why do I not have an option of, I'm neutral? Because I am neutral, because I don't know the whole story. But if I gotta pick one, it'll be number one.
If I have to choose only one, then it would have to be the Hotari.
Well said. How could the just and wise Federation make any other choice?
This is an outrage. The Federation has lost all credibility.
The mines are ours. Lydia will not be deterred. We will take back our mines by any means necessary.
Then you will see more blood spilled.
I am more than willing to address your concerns, Your Majesty. Yours as well, Representative. But I suggest we could have a more productive conversation with a smaller group. Perhaps only the most essential representatives.
I suppose there is some sense to that. I hope we meet again.
Commander Jara Rydek, Your Majesty.
It's been a pleasure, Commander Rydek.
Yeah, the Koliads were from an oppressed people, so.
Spock and I will cover everything on the diplomatic front. You make nice with the locals and see if you can get some answers. We need to find out why the Hotari are so willing to risk war. What happened in those mines?
Speak with members of each faction. Hey, you got a cool gun, dude.
Such rough terrain. No wonder the Hotari are so tough. Soothing.
Commander, I'm glad you've chosen to side with the Hotari. I knew the Federation would see through the Elydians' baseless claims and protect the interests of my people.
To be clear, I'm not on either side of this conflict. Our only interest is peace.
I will keep that in mind.
That sounds like Travis, but I don't know for sure.
I assume you were there the day the mines were seized from the Elydians.
Not seized. Reclaimed.
Maybe not.
And restored to their rightful owners. Yes, I was there.
I can't tell. Doesn't
we
matter.
had to be decisive. Before the Elydians could even realize their worst nightmares upon them.
Were the Hotari miners armed during the revolt? I'm just trying to understand how it happened.
If by that you mean armed with centuries of abuse and exploitation at the hands of the Elydians, then yes.
Which doesn't really answer my question.
We had them vastly overwhelmed from the start. They respect one thing above all else, and that is force. The greater the force, the more certain the outcome. Any talk of making peace is just that, and worth little without the strength to secure it. Which makes me wonder about your ship, the Resolute. Undoubtedly the Federation's finest warship.
He's fishing.
Ready to contend with anything the Elydians might have in store.
He's fishing.
Or is that not true? Maybe I've misjudged it.
No need to worry. Even in a worst-case scenario, the fleet is always within reach.
But it would probably take them quite some time to get here.
Maybe. Or we might have other ships in the sector.
Of course.
Sidron.
A pleasure meeting you, Commander. I'm sure we'll cross paths again.
He was fishing for info just like I was. I respect it.
Commander Rydek, I'm encouraged to see the Federation supporting my people. I'm afraid of what might happen without your help.
If anyone deserves thanks, it's Ambassador Spock. No one is more invested in negotiating a peaceful settlement to this conflict than he is.
I'm so glad. We need his help before the situation escalates further than it already has. It's been very trying. I saw you speaking with Sidron, our national hero. I'm curious, what did he say?
He seems to be of the opinion that negotiating for peace is a waste of time.
Because force is the only blunt instrument he understands. He's a miner, not a diplomat. For the first time in our history, the Hotari have the upper hand. We see ourselves as strong instead of downtrodden. New voices have risen up. Old voices shouted down. Galvin and Sidron have become national heroes. Now, they have the Queen's ear. Better or worse, depending on your perspective.
I take it they're against a negotiated peace with the Illydians.
Heroes tend to want more of what made them heroic.
That's a good line.
If it were up to them, they'd wage all-out war and bring ruin upon us all.
I like that. I need to add that to my
fear
notebook.
has been that the Illydians will launch an attack and crush us. You've seen their starship, no doubt. They could have retaken the mines whenever they wanted to, but it never happened. And as strange as this may sound, I'd almost say they're afraid. I just don't know what they're afraid of. It's still the same bluster and bravado you would expect from them. But it has no teeth. Like they're afraid of what might happen.
Do you think it has something to do with the Ion Storm? Right now, it's stronger than ever, isn't it?
It's entirely possible. I'm not a scientist, but I do know the storm has knocked out all kinds of systems. So maybe the Illydians weren't willing to risk their ships, given all the interference. Since the day of the revolt, Galvin has seized control of the mines and restricted all access. No one's allowed without his personal authorization. And they've taken over a section of the palace with just as much secrecy and security.
Maybe they found something down there.
I'm told it could be something they brought back from the mines.
Oh, damn it. She told me. I was like, I'm smart.
Inquiries, but everyone pretends it doesn't exist. They strongly suspect they're hiding something.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. But that's what concerns me. Whatever they're hiding, it can't be good.
How can we know?
I'd better see what's happening.
Do you think you can find out what they're hiding? I need to see proof of something before I can make my case to the Federation.
I can try, but even if I found it, I might not know what to make of it.
Take this. You can use it to capture whatever you find, and then send it to me.
If she gets caught with that, she's cooked.
Thank you.
They'll kill her as a spy.
I will let you know what I find. And I look forward to our meeting again.
Sorry, I couldn't help but notice you were speaking with the Hotari this whole time.
I was making my way to you.
I figured in the interest of fairness, I should offer another perspective.
Of course.
I'm probably not telling you anything you don't already know, but these negotiations rely on the Federation's neutrality, as does any hope you might have for a supply of dilithium in the future. So, why you would choose to side with the Hotari escapes me. Without Illydian involvement, there is no dilithium trade. Clearly, you weren't aware.
We are and will remain completely neutral. Our only interest is the peaceful resolution to this conflict.
As is ours. Of course, the question is, at what price? Major Salit Arminta, Special Attaché, Illydian Armed Forces. Pleasure to meet you, Commander. I have my issues with the Hotari, but I have to give them some credit. They know how to seize an opportunity. Inciting an uprising the same day as a massive, once-in-a-lifetime ion storm.
Our assumption was that this storm was just an anomaly.
Yes, a very convenient anomaly. At least that was what we were told. Of course, I wasn't there. But who am I to say otherwise?
You should know better than to believe everything you're told.
Well, the official story is that it was the storm that enabled the revolt. How else do a bunch of unarmed, unorganized miners seize control of an entire moon, much less thousands of mines? But I've talked to people who were there. They tell a different story. They say they're lucky to have escaped with their lives. That it was more than just the storm. That somehow the miners were able to harness the energy from
That's
the storm.
already have weather machines. Yeah, they found something down there.
I know it sounds crazy. I'm not even sure I believe it myself. But that's what they said.
But it helps explain
You
it.
just answered your own question. How do a group of miners do something that in theory can't be done?
They find
That's
something, right?
Harnessing the storm.
They find a
But
tool.
even if it's true, how does that even happen?
You tell me.
If you'll excuse me, Commander Ryder.
Report your findings to Captain Solano. It's interesting that he also came up to talk to me. Alright guys, I gotta put a hoodie on. I'm getting a little... I had to raise the window to keep it cool in here because the PC's putting out heat. But it's in that weird weather pattern where it's like, alright, it's kind of chilly. So, we'll just put this hoodie on and call it even. Or this little jacket I got. Alright, where's the captain at? See this way? I dig the architecture of this little deal. This little temple thing. He must be this one. Oh.
They seem proud of their culture. Pride can lead to rash action.
Man, I can't believe they're putting chemtrails in space, bro. Where's the captain? Oh, okay.
Well, that was a disaster.
What happened?
The Hotari refused to concede anything, so the Illidians stormed out.
The Hotari did not invite us here as peacekeepers. I hope your efforts were more fruitful than ours.
Definitely learned some things. Meanwhile...
Gravitational harmonics failing to resolve. Warp bubble stability degrading. Increase output to maximum.
Increasing warp output to maximum.
It's happening again.
It is evident that presently, the Resolute cannot achieve warp propulsion.
Since our diagnostics rule out any problems with our warp systems or anything about the ship, the problem appears to be the fabric of space itself.
Space itself? You're saying something about this region of space prevents warp travel?
Prevents it, or can't sustain it.
However improbable, that appears to be the case.
We need to know more.
Otherwise, it'll be an extended stay in the Hotari system.
Well, couldn't we slowboat it out of here at impulse speed?
It may come to that, but we don't know how far this warp dead zone extends. Captain Solano is on his way back from the negotiations, and I want to have some answers for him when he gets here.
Indeed. Given the facts at hand, we may be able to deploy subspace probes around the ship to construct a clearer picture of the phenomenon.
Around the ship. I'll prep a shuttle.
The scientific method.
I'm setting up a waypoint at a distance roughly corresponding to the edge of our warp field. When we get there, I'll deploy the first probe.
Fly the shuttle to your objective to complete a mission. W fly forward, D to fly backward. Wait, why D? Shouldn't S be backwards? Mouse to turn, Q and E to ascend or descend. Storm will push the shuttle around. Stay focused to maintain your course. The ionic storm will fill your path with dangerous hazards. Green lightning will damage your shuttle. Taking damage 3 times will fail the mission. You can fly through the rings created by the storm if you pilot carefully. Follow the lit path to reach the next waypoint. The navigation computer displays information about the area around you. Forward, backward, WD, Q and E, up and down.
Commander Westbrook, the Resolute systems are calibrated to receive the probe's readings. We are standing by to reproduce the warp field collapse after the first probe is deployed.
Thank you, Mr. Chovak. We'll be in position shortly.
And, Mr. Diaz, do take care in piloting the shuttlecraft. Now is not the time to indulge in the human penchant for joyriding.
We're not joyriding. We're just,
Chovak probably isn't such a fun guy to work for, huh?
Nah, Lieutenant Commander Chovak's not so bad. You know, once you get used to him. And, I've learned a lot working under him.
I have a feeling I'm going to have to work harder to be a political animal like you, with this new first officer coming aboard.
pick up a car for the mechanic. Okay, Majin. Drive safely.
This is far enough. Transporting the first probe into position. Westbrook here. The first probe is deployed.
Understood. We are reading it. We are about to replay the simulation.
Problem?
I just can't get a handle on her. Commander Rydek. She rejected my plan to use a deflector pulse against the storm surge. But on the other, she did listen to my advice and use the whole polarity trick to get you through that excursion alive. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the new XO. I'm sure she's a fine officer, even if we don't see eye to eye. But she didn't go through what the rest of us did. You know that. And it's hard to figure out why she'd be the one Solano chose instead of, well, one of us.
I've heard some good things. You should at least give her a chance.
I'll take that under advisement.
Test is running. Warp field collapse in 3, 2, 1, mark.
Whoa. All right, that is definitely a problem with the fabric of space. We need to get another probe out there.
Damn.
With 2 points of data, the Resolute and the probe, we've managed to get an interference pattern. I'm setting a waypoint to a particularly strong area of interference. We'll deploy the second probe there. Listen, I'm gonna give you a piece of advice I wish someone had given me. Make sure you're never just one thing. And don't get so focused on what's in front of your face that you lose sight of the big picture. Before Rydek showed up, the captain pulled me into his ready room and told me he didn't think I had the people skills to be first officer. What a load of crap. I mean, if he'd said that about Chovak, sure.
I appreciate the advice, Commander. I'll make sure I keep my options open.
I don't need to tell you how to operate. You're already well on your way. You're a capable engineer. You're good in the field. Keep up the good work. Who knows? A solid jack of all departments like you could be Commander-in-Chief of Starfleet one day. Hell, Admiral Jellicoe started as a shuttle pilot. And there are places to go in the enlisted ranks, too. Of course, if you get an officer's commission, they'll put you on another ship.
I don't know. I'm pretty happy where I am.
You must be a glutton for punishment. Lieutenant Commander Chovak has been known to take decades to warm up to people.
Commander Westbrook enjoyed this conversation with Carter, coming away with the impression he's smart, pragmatic, and content with his position aboard the Resolute.
Here. This is close enough. Stop the engines. Deploying the probe. Westbrook to Commander Chovak. We're ready for another sampling of data.
Very good. Running the simulation again. Warp field collapse in 3, 2, 1.
Yep, that's a problem.
There it is again.
I saw it. It seems to be directional.
Well, what about the scans? Anything?
Here's the readings in relation to our local space. We've got the Resolute, Otari Prime, and the probes.
All this interference is overloading the sensor buffers. We're gonna have to triangulate the sensors manually.
Locate the interference peaks.
We got something.
These markers indicate peaks in the gravimetric interference patterns.
Let's see if I can find some more.
One there. One right on us.
Hold up. This is coming from the moon.
A beam that blocks warp travel.
Aimed right at us.
Someone is doing this intentionally.
Yep.
I don't know how they're doing it. This is like nothing I've ever seen.
How would they do that?
Why would they be doing this? We came here to help these people. And now we're getting hit by some warp-killing weapon?
Now, look here. It's current readings of the ion storm.
These concentrations, they line up with the interference pattern. The storm and this beam, they're coming from the same place.
Carter, whatever petty local conflict brought us here, it's just a small part of something much bigger. Presently, we don't have an explanation for how they're doing this.
Suspicions.
One thing is clear. This is no fluke.
Thank you, Mr. Westbrook. I want a full briefing when I'm back on board. Solano out. A targeted weapon that inhibits warp travel. Coming from the moon Tau.
That would explain the difficulties my shuttle encountered. More importantly, the tenor of the Hotari during the negotiations.
And here I thought the Illidians would be the problem. Coming to peace talks in a warship. This wasn't supposed to be so complicated.
For all their posturing, every indication is that the Illidians are afraid of the Hotari. They didn't bring their warship as a threat. They brought it because they're scared.
From everything we witnessed, I would say that is highly likely.
But what are they afraid of?
Tylus, the Hotari representative, said she thought they found something in the mines. Galvin and Sidron brought it back to the palace, but they're keeping it under tight security. She's going to investigate it. I gave her my tricorder. I expect she'll contact us soon.
You found an ally.
Why would Tylus help us? Go behind her people's back? It's a fair question, considering.
She's worried that her people are being dragged into something that isn't going to end well for them. She's trying to save them.
That may be true.
She's certainly more likely to help than the other Hotari we've met.
That raises another question. Specifically, what do the other Hotari have to gain in bringing us here, only to make this hostile maneuver against us? There must be some motivation.
Unless they changed their minds between when they asked and when we got here.
Sidron was very curious when we spoke outside the Queen's chamber. He wanted to know all about us, our ship, the Federation. He wasn't giving any answers. He was looking for them.
Well, I'm sure you didn't tell him too much.
Didn't tell him shit.
I don't think the Illidians know what's really down on that moon either.
Not really.
Major Armintas said the revolt defied explanation. That the Hotari miners somehow harness the energy of the storm.
Harness the energy of the storm?
Doing that is beyond even our capabilities.
So is a weapon that disrupts warp travel.
There have been civilizations and entities, both past and present, far more technologically advanced than the Federation.
The Illidians and Hotari don't fall into that category.
But that is all the more reason to investigate further.
Commander Rydek, sorry to interrupt. We've received an urgent call from Hotari. The Queen's advisor, Tylus, has asked to speak with you.
Put her through.
Galvin and Citron are still with the Queen. I've enlisted help to gain access to the room they have under guard. I don't have much time.
I'm not supposed to leave my post.
It's only for a moment. I so appreciate your help.
I found something. I'm sending you a scan.
What the hell is that thing?
Got it. Tylus, if we needed to gain access to the mines on Tau, is that something you could help us with?
I suppose it wouldn't be easy, but...
Girl, get out of there!
I have to go.
Tylus.
Can we reconnect?
Sorry, Captain. We've lost all contact.
We can only hope she escaped without harm.
It was hard to tell.
I'm the one who got her into this. If something happens to her, it's my fault.
She's one of the Queen's closest advisors. I'm sure she'll be fine. Assuming the Queen isn't part of this. Let's see the scan of whatever the hell that was.
Captain Solana liked how Yara took responsibility for any danger Tylus might encounter by helping the Federation. Whoop.
Tylus suspects this came from the mines on Tau.
It appears to be of ancient origin, but the markings are unfamiliar.
We can run a full analysis when we get back to the Resolute. But if this came from the mines, then it might be the key to how they got the upper hand against the Illidians.
Then we have to go into the mines.
The Federation would not allow that. We were, after all, sent here to be a neutral party in a peace negotiation. However, we could demonstrate that the Hotari have acted in bad faith, which would enable us to investigate the mines on Tau with full justification. But of course, we would need conclusive proof before taking action. Otherwise, it could put us in a difficult position.
Whatever this artifact is may be proof enough. At least to satisfy the Federation.
Especially if we can show the Hotari are controlling the warp disruption. And targeting the Resolute.
We may have a better understanding once we analyze the device. But a mission to the mines, covert or otherwise, is not out of the question. And I will handle the Federation.
Hell yeah.
As I was telling Carter, I want all the data I can get on this warp problem. And the negotiating team's shuttle has been recording data all the way back from Hotari. Even better than our probes. So pull the sensor and engine ISOs from the Melville when it sets down.
Will do.
I'll join you and Chovak down in engineering to run another analysis after the briefing.
I didn't like this warp problem when we thought it was some astronomical anomaly. And I like it a hell of a lot less now that we know someone is doing it to us. How does it work? What do we even do about it?
What do you say we pull these chips and find out?
Took some damage on the way. That ionic interference scored the hull plating. Might be some micro welds. Let's try pulling together.
All right.
3, 2, 1. It won't budge. Gotta be the storm damage. We need to... Welcome back. Any excitement down on the surface?
Excitement? No. Nothing like that.
Hey, can you hand me the EJ7 interlock? From the toolbox.
I don't know what that is.
Not much use for one on a security detail, huh? Carter?
Yeah, I'll get it.
That's a little weird. We got an ad break coming, guys. I'm just gonna pause and run the ads. So. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. My brain's already like, she's been replaced with a clone. Do 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 do. I don't know how much longer we'll be going, guys.
Affinity just announced
Whoops.
their
Oh, we got some game news here where it says Amazon have reportedly canceled their Lord of the Rings MMO again, which makes sense because they just did some layoffs yesterday, I believe it was. It's really a shame we don't seem to be getting any good Lord of the Rings games ever again, apparently. Oh, very odd. All right. Ads are over. Back to the game. Be professional.
Okay, I'll apply pressure while you decouple the panel.
Here, I'll help.
Right, maybe she's not a clone. Maybe it was just weirdness.
We've got this.
I don't know though, because they were looking at each other on that
Thanks for the hand.
shuttle too.
We have to get these isolinear chips down to engineering.
No problem. You really know everything about these ships, don't you?
Something weird.
The tools, the systems. Like a walking Starfleet technical manual.
Well, I wouldn't say everything, but I know my stuff.
I can see that.
Something weird going on here. Scarlett's usual confidence was tempered by some much-needed humility when she returned from Hatari.
Come on, start pulling chips.
Oh shit. Well, what have we here? Looks like part of that artifact.
Crystal formation?
I saw some on the back of the ship. Too, or something, I think, when they went out earlier.
This substance is a quantized spin crystallization of hydrogen, carbon, and lithium. It's emitting tetrametric pulses at an interval of 3.8422 seconds.
Quantized crystallization isn't natural. I mean, it's only theoretical as a means to engineer matter on a subatomic level. What's it doing in there?
Wait. Regulation 364, subsection 9.
What?
Regulation 364, subsection 9 orders that in the case of an unknown foreign substance infiltrating a sealed system, it will be placed in secure confinement before further examination.
She's right.
Retrieve a containment module.
Don't you think we're more equipped to deal with whatever this is?
No. Before anything else, this is a security issue.
She's acting kind of weird.
You don't even know what this is.
Which is why we need to study it.
Once it's contained.
Does pose a threat, though.
Well, if it's not natural, then someone might have put it there. It could be a tracking device. Some kind of sabotage. Or even a bomb.
Which is why we need to get it to the containment lab.
Come on.
I can't make an exception. Not even for you.
I'm still going to report these crystals to Commander Westbrook when we send the shuttle data.
And I will inform my superiors. I'm taking this just as seriously as you are. But I overheard talk about the warp disruption on the shuttle. Now these crystals? Maybe this situation is more than we can handle with just a science vessel. We could trigger a distress call, get Starfleet to send more ships. Or I could send a message to my old CO on the Adirondack. Get some combat-tested vessels. We shouldn't do this alone.
We're at the edge of the quadrant. Help isn't just gonna pop over like we're in Sector 001.
Wouldn't hurt to try.
You talk like you've never had your backs up against a wall before. This is Starfleet. We solve our own problems.
Okay, stand back. Get this to the containment lab. We'll get it set up for you. I'll let you know when it's safely confined.
Oh, we'll be there.
Last thing you want is to study this down in main engineering and have it explode next to the warp core.
Damn, that came out of nowhere.
Almost forgot.
Can't have that.
For a second, I thought she'd gone cold on you. Like she might have changed her mind. But I guess this whole situation has her spooked.
Still
Maybe she knows more than us? Or it's because this is all happening so fast?
Yeah, there was something a little off about her.
Like that talk about sending a distress call? That was pretty out there. She was probably just thinking out loud.
I know that Crowder shared her suspicion when Miranda returned from Atari. Yeah, it's a little weird.
This mission has enough
The
complications.
whole vibe was fucking weird, dude.
Now, we'll get through it. You, me, and Miranda too.
Commander Rydek was able to work behind the scenes during the negotiations and made contact with a representative from the Hotari delegation named Tylus. She mentioned an unusual artifact of unknown origin being held under tight security within the Hotari Palace, which she believes came from the mines on Tau. Now, this artifact might have a connection to the revolt, to the storm, and to the warp disruption we now know has been targeted at the Resolute. Commander Rydek, if you want to take it from here.
Of course. Tylus managed to infiltrate the heavily guarded location within the palace and sent us these scans using my tricorder. It appears to be some sort of control panel, possibly connected to the warp disruption weapon, originating on Tau. Of particular interest is this symbol, which we couldn't identify the origin of.
The Federation database has records from a vast number of civilizations. If anyone from Starfleet has come across this before, the system should recognize it.
Cross-referencing with Federation records.
Displaying symbols from Federation database with a 90% probability of match or higher. Select a symbol to further analyze.
That's pretty close. That's damn close right there. I think it's that. What we got?
.2% match.
Got it.
So, what are we looking at?
The design and composition indicate this is a glyph associated with the ancient Tkon Empire. Their civilization collapsed over 600,000 years ago, but once spanned millions of systems with a population numbering in the trillions.
Fascinating. The Tkon were once the most advanced, most powerful civilization in the galaxy.
Is it possible the Hotari found Tkon technology?
I wonder if they even know what they have.
Our knowledge of the Tkon is limited. I have only encountered passing references to them.
Actually, I've heard of the Tkon.
You have?
Quite impressive, Commander.
Computer, summarize the Enterprise D's discovery of a Tkon outpost.
On Stardate 41386.4, the
Jean-Luc
USS
Picard.
Enterprise D, under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard, discovered a Tkon outpost in the Delphi Ardu system. According to the mission summary, an unbreakable energy-draining field was deployed against the Enterprise.
Yes, I remember that. It
Ship.
was like an episode,
the
right?
Enterprise was only able to escape after negotiating their release with an entity known as Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Tkon Empire.
Unbreakable energy draining field.
I think.
It starts to make sense.
What else is there?
There's a lot here. Let's take it piece by piece.
Select the aspect you wish to learn more about.
Someone from the Tkon Empire is actually still around.
Or at least was, 16 years ago.
Computer, what other information do you have on Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Tkon Empire?
The entity known as Portal 6-3 is of an unknown nature. A biped humanoid, he was unaware that the Tkon Empire no longer existed at the time of the encounter. He was able to control the crystal-based technology of the Tkon outpost through apparent telepathic means. It was by his choice that the Enterprise was released from the energy draining field after Commander William T. Riker of the Away Team argued on behalf of both Starfleet and the Ferengi.
Telepathic control of their technology.
As I have said, they were the most advanced civilization in the galaxy.
What sort of planet is Delphi Ardu 4?
Delphi Ardu 4 is an M-class planet, a barren rocky world with little to no vegetation and frequent ion storms. The giant crystals that grow there absorb energy, but it is not understood how they do so. The entire Delphi Ardu system, consisting of 11 planets, was considered completely uninhabited until the encounter with Portal 6-3.
Frequent ion storms. That can't just be a coincidence. There appears to be some sort of restriction order from Starfleet. Computer, explain this restriction.
A Starfleet directive similar to General Order 7 forbids entering the Delphi Ardu system or attempting to make contact with Portal 6-3.
Starfleet doesn't throw up a no trespassing sign for just anybody.
I suppose it makes sense considering what happened to the Enterprise D.
The technology to capture and hold the Federation flagship would have to be unbelievably powerful. Computer, what else can you tell us about the energy-draining field the Takan used?
The Enterprise D was unable to break free on its own. The precise nature of the technology was never fully understood. Only that the crystalline technology used was beyond the comprehension of then-current Starfleet science.
The engineering team found a quantized spin crystal formation in the shuttle you took to Hotari. They registered tetrametric radiation coming from it.
We have Takan technology on board right now?
We might. I'll run a full analysis in the containment lab.
The Illidians should have crushed the revolt. But if the Hotari have Takan technology and can control it, I see why they're willing to negotiate peace. For all we know, this could be just the beginning. And we're up against something greater than we can imagine.
For now, it's probably best we don't let on how much we know.
Play our cards close to the vest. Smart. I agree. Then when the time is right, we can confront them.
Diplomatically, of course.
Right.
We've been able to triangulate the source of the ionic interference and warp disruption to a specific mine on Tau. Engineering used the latest data from your shuttle to pinpoint its origin. There.
So we know where to look.
We need to know what's down there. What the Hotari are hiding, to better understand what we're up against. And to neutralize it if we can.
Captain, embarking on a mission to the Hotari moon would not be viewed favorably by either side.
I'm liking it a lot.
However, given the circumstances, we are entirely within our rights to defend ourselves.
I just want to make sure this doesn't blow up in our faces. Which is why I'm thinking of sending Commander Rydek on a covert mission to Tau. Assuming you're up to the task. It would require absolute secrecy. And obviously, it's not without risk.
I'll get the away team in and out. They're in safe hands with me.
Under normal circumstances, that would be the case. But given the sensitive nature of this incursion, I'm afraid you'll have to go it alone. I'm hoping Tylus can accompany you. The priority is to avoid detection. It's a calculated risk. The last thing we need is to get caught and then blamed for violating our neutrality and aggravating an already tense situation. We can't afford any mistakes, which is why I've chosen you.
Tylus will be essential to my success. Not only her knowledge of the mines, but her ability to gain access, particularly now that we know which mine we need to get into.
Make sure she understands the need to keep this covert.
She's not going to want her people to know about this.
Get in touch with Tylus and make the necessary...
Help the infested until him approach the mission detail despite the evident risks.
Arrangements as discreetly as possible.
Bridge to Captain Solano. The Illidians have moved additional ships to the edge of the Hotari system. Current heading is straight for the homeworld.
Understood.
It would seem we no longer have the luxury of waiting. In that case, may I suggest you and I return to Hotari Prime? Doing so will provide Commander Rydek as much time as possible to complete her mission.
Agreed. We'll hail the Queen's delegation from my ready room. We all know what we need to do. Dismissed.
Boom, 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 boom. Lost and found.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsolar, where is the crystal formation that you found in the shuttle? I have tasked Ensign Calloway with performing a full analysis of the tetrametric pulses.
Security brought it to the containment lab.
I was just there. They don't know anything about it. Security never checked it in.
Miranda never got there?
She's the one that had the crystal formation?
Yeah, her and the rest of the security detail from the negotiations.
Diaz, Tamaris. Carter Diaz to Miranda Maris.
Well, that's not good.
Commander Westbrook to Petty Officer Miranda Maris. Respond.
Something's not right.
She's still on the ship. She has to be.
Computer, locate Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
Petty Officer Miranda Maris is in the isolinear storage array on Deck 5.
I'll go find her.
Good.
I am sure Mr. Diaz can attend to this on his own.
Who turned out the lights? It's dark in here. Give me 1 second, guys. I think we'll finish up this one thing and then we'll be done for the day. This one little episode or whatever.
Someone improperly pulled these isolinear chips. I mean, it would have to be Miranda, right? Something's not right with her. She's been cloned. What the fuck? When this become a horror game? We go quiet. Girl, what is you doing? What the?
Oh, it's just you.
Don't believe her, Carter.
I'm busy right now. Why don't you come back later?
What's the matter? Were you worried it was gonna be someone else?
No. I mean, I'm glad it's you.
Look, she ain't right. She's stealing.
But I'm through here.
Stop her ass.
So I can't stay and chat.
She's obviously sus.
I have other things to do. Sorry you came all this way for nothing.
But hold on a second. Commander Westbrook said the crystal formation we found in the shuttle never made it to the containment lab. He sent me to find you.
I don't know why he'd say that. I brought the crystals to the lab myself.
I don't trust you.
Whatever he told you, he got it wrong. All I know is where I left them.
Westbrook wouldn't lie.
Westbrook wouldn't lie about that.
Are you really so sure?
Yep.
I just said he wouldn't.
Then maybe he's mistaken. I don't know. Look, I appreciate that you came to check on me, but I'm fine. You worry too much. We're on a starship. Nothing's gonna happen to me here.
This isn't personal.
It's not the only reason I'm here. I need to know what happened to those crystals.
Will you drop it? I don't like being interrogated, Carter.
I will do what I have to.
Hey, wait up!
Your ass will get stunned. Give me the option. You are obviously not right.
I'm getting some very mixed signals from you right now. I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of stress right now. Just tell Chovak or whoever I don't know where the crystals are, and let me go about my business.
Oh, I'm gonna have to stop you.
I know we have some things to figure out.
You're hiding something.
I don't have time to stand around and debate with you.
I don't know what it is, but you're hiding something. What's in that storage drive?
It's secure data. It doesn't concern you.
Miranda, hold on.
No. Get out of my way.
Oh, you don't.
So I see you found each other.
You were taking so long, the commander sent us to see what the problem was. Diaz, you were sent here with specific orders, and fighting your crewmate wasn't one of them.
Are you serious?
What the hell is going on here?
There's something going on here.
Let's just let them explain.
I'd like to hear that, because I know what it looks like.
There's something seriously wrong with her. She's not herself, I'm telling you.
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Well, for one, she was copying data onto this.
This drive is unauthorized.
There are ISOs all over the floor.
And that's why I was in here, investigating.
She's gonna try to flip it on me.
Situation. And when Carter came looking for me, we got our wires crossed. It wasn't anything more than that.
You're lying.
Look, I wish I was wrong about this. That I was overreacting. More than anything. But I know what I saw. And it's not what she's saying.
I can't believe this.
I don't know what's going on here, but I think we need to call it into security. She can explain herself in the brig.
Hold on a minute. We don't need to put this on anyone's permanent record.
I don't give a...
Not yourself.
Oh, I don't give a shit about
something's wrong with you, we should head to sickbay and the doc will fix you right up.
Yeah, I
No, she wants to do that.
From Hotari.
For the love of God, throw her in the
I
brig.
should see the doctor.
You two know her? If you really think she's not well, we can take her to sickbay first.
She's obviously not well, but...
what I know is this is a security breach, and we should treat it as such.
Please, just let me go see the doctor.
Nope, security.
She did have a bumpy ride back on
security.
This is Petty Officer Diaz.
He's doing what he has to do.
I need a security team to Deck 5.
This is unbelievable.
She was acting too sus, bro. Something's not right. Alright, I think that's where we're gonna stop. Right there. I think we can leave and be okay, right? Okay. Alright, guys. Thanks everybody for hanging out while we played Star Trek Resurgence today. So far, I really dig it. It definitely feels very much like the show, like a show, or like a little mini movie or something. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And we will continue it tomorrow. Until then, goodbye. Oh, Yorko, goodbye. Hi, goodbye.